What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. Kind of digging my hat here today. But anyway, we got some very special guests in the shop. We got Kathy over here.
Merry Christmas.
And we got Squirt right there. Yep. Okay. She tried. Today's episode, we're going to go ahead and get this engine pulled out of here. And Squirt is going to work on getting this mess cleaned up. She drew the short straw today, so she gets to vacuum and clean all that up. And Kathy and I are going to get this engine tore apart and get it out of here and get this engine bay somewhat, together, if you will. Y'all sit back on your couch, get you something to drink, or watch this while you're opening presents, eating dinner with your family, what have you. But anyway, from all of us, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is Busted Radio Garage. Let's get after it. All right, good deal, guys. We got the headers off. Kathy done that. Got the carburetor off, all the linkage out. Now we're going to go ahead and attack the accessories up front, like the water pump, alternator, power steering pump, radiator, shroud, all that jazz. Get it out of the way. Squirt is in here killing it with the vacuum cleaner. Why she's so bashful, I don't know, because she won't shut up when the camera is off. So anyway, we're going to keep digging at it and get this engine out of here. We appreciate y'all watching. Let's keep getting after it. Well, let's see if there's any water left in it. I don't think there's any water left in it.
There's some.
Not much. There's none in the engine, though. Well, not really. We must have left everything at Bristol. We left it built at Bristol, and it looks like we left all our water there too. The only bad thing is did we hurt the engine? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Well, let's keep going. We got to get this one off and get the fuel lines unhooked, and then keep digging away. We'll be back with you in a minute. All right, we're getting closer. We've got the majority of everything off the engine. Kathy got the radiator supporting all that jazz out. Everything is unhooked up here. We still have to get the starter, get it out, disconnect the torque converter, get all that out of the way. We're good over here with the exception to the motor mount. And then Squirt has everything in here all cleaned up, which looks amazing. She did a good job on that. I'll get her to vacuuming out the trunk here in a minute. So, all right, so as soon as we get everything unhooked in the back, we'll jack the car up, take the tires off, bring the engine hoist over here, hook it to the engine, get it good and tight and get it loose, and then we'll drop the car clean to the ground, which is going to save us roughly a foot or so from coming up, and then we'll just pull that engine right on out, jack the car up, put the tires back on, and be done with it. So, cool, let's keep going. These girls are killing it today. All right, guys, here's going to be what happened. I'm hoping we didn't crack the block or the trans case. I don't think we did. But if you remember in Bristol, we lost the starter. It came loose plumb from the car and got sucked up towards the torque converter. So we're going to get this out and see what kind of damage we've done. My main concern is that we do any damage to the main or the rear main seal when that torque converter was just... it wasn't happy. So, all right, guys, I found a huge problem. See if I can show it to you. I was going around taking around transmission bolts out, and boom, you can see it, but my case is broke right there. So this transmission shot, or at least the case is anyway. So not gonna have to worry about that bolt now. So I guess what we're gonna do is we'll get the plate put on, get the hoist over here, get this hooked up, and get this engine pulled out and see what kind of damage happened from our single run at Bristol, which is crazy. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, we're getting ready to disconnect the transmission from the engine itself, and like one of my fears that happened at Bristol just kind of was like cemented into coming true, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Tried to turn the engine over and it was getting hung. Here is the nose to the starter, was actually hung up in the torque converter down in the transmission. So this is no bueno. All right, there's one. All right, there's two. Okay. I'm bummed about that trans case bad. I just want to put everything to the back of the block. That's what's gonna suck out loud. $12,000 build, one run. I hope it at least give me a summer out of it so it don't stink so bad. I got weight on this.
I asked you the same thing, and you said, well, why wouldn't I? I wouldn't want to smash my hands.
Well, I'm talking about when I get these bolts out. It should clear. The only thing that bothers me is that one bolt with the case is broke, so it should, in theory, come out of there. Only thing that bothers me is that oil pan doesn't come very far. Let's see if we can get that to break loose. Can you see if we're broke from the trans?
The top is, but not the bottom yet.
Do I have everything on both? No, I do not. Wait a minute. Yeah, that should slide out. Where's my manipulator here? I gotta get that old pan up. That's why I pulled from the front so heavy. There it went. Yeah, there's freaking oil everywhere. We're gonna have to get that flex plate off and see if there's any damage to that seal. There may be. May have to take it up there and have him look at it. Alright, I'm gonna ease it down if you could control that tire. Okay, pull the tire, get it. Oh man, it split the whole case. Look, check this out. That's where that starter got sucked up into that torque converter and shattered the entire case. So that transmission is all but toast. I'm telling you, when we hit that speed bump, there was like a little divot inside the track, the burnout pit at Bristol, and I hit that thing like perfect with my front tire, and it like to knock my tooth out when I hit it. But when that happened, it sucked that starter up into that torque converter, and what I'm worried about is now is it got up into here and just ruined my $1,600 crank. So we're gonna have to, if I'm being honest, I'm probably just gonna send this up to the engine builder and have him look at it before I go and put all of that jazz on there and then destroy all of that. So, which is fine. In the meantime, we can get this addressed. I've got a 727 trans sitting right there. So, there goes my $200 drill on the ground. So I may have to adjust to get a hold of TCI. I've got a brand new torque converter there and flex plate. Maybe just save those and get something for a 727. But that is a crying shame right there. I mean, one run on a $12,000 build and just bad luck. Really, really bad luck. All right, guys, oddly enough, I'm actually editing the video you just finished watching, but we got to clowning around the shop and I forgot to shoot an outro. So, from myself, Squirt, Kathy, old Rosie here, and Penny, our other dog, the burnout dog, we just want to wish everybody a Merry, Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and hopefully for everybody, they got everything they wanted for Christmas when you watch this either tomorrow or the next day, what have you. But anyway, we appreciate the heck out of each and every one of you. You know that. And so first of next year, we're going to get back on the car, Homer, which after you just watched this, you know, is an absolute disaster. So anyway, we wouldn't have it any other way here at BRG. You know, we don't like it running smooth. We like kicked in the shorts every day. But anyhow, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. BRG out.